So I haven't been able to post too many videos this year about lawn mowing, lawn care, striping, and this is why. So this has been a horrible grow season for lawn where I live. It was extremely dry, extremely hot. Um, my lawn, like most people's lawns, probably looks like this now. It has lots of dormant spots. It has lots of patches where there's probably loss of grass that has died. Just kind of overall rough. So the reason for all this dryness was this high pressure that dominated the atmosphere back in May. It prevented all moisture from getting in this whole area. It stayed up there for like 30 something days. No rain, high temperatures. It just dried everything out and created this problem now. So now that we're coming into fall, it's time to start thinking about fixing this grass, regrowing new grass, and getting our lawns looking good again. I live very far north, so I usually have snow by the second week of October, so my time to start is now, which is mid-August. So if you live middle US transition zone, you still have a little bit. You have till September before you can start thinking about getting started. I just wanted to go through my thought process in this video about what I'm thinking, what I plan for, what I'm looking for on when I should start, and what kind of products I like to use. So the first thing that I think about when I'm getting ready to do the lawn is I want to see a change in the weather. I want to see 70s in the day and 50s at night. Once that's in the forecast, I kind of look at the rain. I don't worry about thunderstorms necessarily. I just want to see that there's moisture potential in the atmosphere. That way I know the yard's not going to get as dried out. You don't have to use sprinklers. Next thing you should consider is getting a soil sample. So don't let having a soil sample delay your start. You could always grab your sample, start your yard, get your results back, and then address some of these things. But just having a soil sample, seeing where you're at, what you need to do to improve is very helpful with your lawn and your overall health. You can see on mine, CEC, the cation exchange capacity, mine is low. Fixing the pH and organic matter will kind of help raise that, but that gives me something that I should be working on. Now next, some of my equipment I'll be using, and I'll use links for this, but I'll have a dethatcher. Mine's made by Brindley. I've had it for 3 seasons. Overall, it's worked out pretty good. I also have a Brindley spreader. It's a pull behind. Holds a lot. It's done well. 3 seasons worth of work and no problems out of it. And then at Menards, I did get a Yardworks core aerator. It's just the pull behind. It pulls pretty good cores, about 2 inches, but for the price, it works well. Now, when you finally get started, before you dethatch, that'd be your first step. You want to get your lawn down to about 2 inches in height. So I started out at 3.5, and then I kind of just worked it down each mow just a little bit at a time. And this is 1 3/4 to 2 inches. And then kind of stresses the lawn a little bit, but it'll allow the dethatcher to do a lot better. Now you can see I've ran the dethatcher across the lawn. You see little clumps of grass everywhere. These will have to be cleaned up somehow, either manually by a rake, which would be hard on this yard, or what I do is I use my mower and I drive in circles and I kind of blow the grass into big piles and then just rake up the big pile. And you can't see it too well in this photo, but after dethatching, you'll go ahead and run your aerator over it. You can kind of see the cores a little. This area was kind of dry and kind of bare, so the cores are kind of blending in with the holes that they made. It also didn't punch as good a holes right here, but for the most part, it still did a good job roughing up the surface, places for seed to go. So here's the 2 main things I'll be adding to my lawn today in addition to grass seed. One's Milorganite, super safe organic fertilizer. It is slow release, it's not going to burn your lawn. It's just 640, 1 bag covers 2,500 square feet, but it's very safe, and I mix it with my grass seed when I spread it, so I spread them at the same time. The other thing I'm putting down, you can see here, is the Humichar. It's made by the Andersons. It's for correcting that CEC, so this is going to make it easier for my soil to retain nutrients and also give nutrients to the grass blades. Now I like to mix everything together, as you kind of saw. So this is just Milorganite with the grass seed. The grass seed I picked is actually Jonathon Green. It's the Sunny mix. I have never used it before, so had good reviews. Hopefully it goes well. Their description matched what my yard is. So my yard is a sunny hillside, and that's what it's kind of made for. So you can see I like to add a little bit of water when I'm mixing it with the Milorganite to get it to stick to Milorganite. That way it can actually like adhere to it and spread just fine. Here it is all mixed together. That's half the seed, half the Milorganite that I've got to put down. You can see I didn't totally soak it. I just got a little bit damp just so it will stick. The reason I go with Milorganite with the low nitrogen content is I don't want the existing grass to just erupt into growth and then compete out the new existing seed. So I want the seed to have some chance. So I'll give this 3 weeks, let it grow, the seed should germinate, and then I'm going to hit it with a little bit more nitrogen to actually feed the grass plants and get the lawn really going. So after this application, I also got to put down the other half of my lime. So I do half in the spring, half in the fall. I got 45 pounds left to put down for this season. Then I'll stay off for 2 weeks, let it start growing. I'll put some sprinklers down, and hopefully I can get it back to looking kind of like this. This is what it looked like at the end of last year. Stripeable, all that stuff. So like and subscribe. I'll have more videos on the way. We'll get into fall feeding. Maybe we'll get some good patterns going this year. Maybe do some interesting ones. Thanks for watching.